Well, I woke up this morning from a reoccurring dream.
Hey, what's going on, Japsters? This is your boy SYNTELL, and we are getting ready to do another watch along. This time, this show is called Paatal Lok. Don't really know a whole lot about it, but I am going to read the synopsis just so I can get an idea of what this series is going to bring. According to IMDb, Paatal Lok is a down-and-out cop lands the case of a lifetime when 4 suspects are nabbed in the assassination attempt of a journalist. The pursuit of it leads him to Paatal Lok and to shocking discoveries in the past of the 4 suspects. Sounds cool to me. Before we get started with episode 1, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and also click those thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you're digging what we're giving you.
दुनिया ये एक नहीं 3 दुनिया है सबसे ऊपर स्वर्गलोक
On top of the heavens.
इसमें देवता रहते हैं
Okay.
बीच में धरती लोक जिसमें आदमी
Middle is
रहते हैं
Earth.
और सबसे नीचे
At the
पाताल
very bottom is the Paatal Lok, the netherworld. Thank you for explaining that earlier.
शास्त्रों में लिखा हुआ है पर मैंने व्हाट्सएप पे पढ़ा था
WhatsApp is the new scriptures, man.
तो ये जो थाना है ना अपना आउटर जमुना पार ये है पाताल लोक यहाँ किस कीड़े ने किसका मर्डर किया किसकी घरवाली भाज गई किसी को झाट फर्क नहीं पड़ता स्वर्गलोक के जितने केस है ना वो वहीं के वहीं दबा दिए जाते हैं
Huh.
पुलिस वालों को नंबर कांड की इन्वेस्टिगेशन के मिलते हैं बस
सर ऐसा थोड़ी होता है
कितने दिन हो गए भर्ती हुए
लगभग 3 महीने हुए हैं सर
Take this sage advice, young man.
15 साल से हूँ पाताल लोक में
Yep.
सर मैंने फोन किया था देखिए किसी पीट रहा है इसका रोज का ही काम है
That's funny. Ugh, yuck. Cops show up and then it's then it's get off my man.
मेरी बात मास्टर से करवा ऑर्डर
How rude.
गाड़ी आगे ले
Dang. Nah, that's a cool shot.
ये कौन सी कसूड़ी बैग है कैमरा निकाल कैमरा निकाल
तू साइड से कवर कर
Oh, wow.
बाहर निकल क्या देख रहा है ऊपर चढ़ रहा है कहां चढ़ रहा मदन चोट
What is that? It's probably like a memory card. Huh. Ah. Okay. That was a foiled attempt.
चौधरी भीड़ को कंट्रोल करो और इन चारों को अरेस्ट करने का प्रोसीजर शुरू करो अपने थाने में
सर वो चार्ज क्या रहेगा सर
कंस्पिरेसी टू मर्डर
नाम एक पूरा दिन नहीं मेरे पास
It's the hothead.
फोन आया था मेरठ से हाँ इसकी मम्मी कपड़े उतार हाँ इसकी मम्मी बोली
कुछ नहीं किया समर जोन मॉल में काम करती हूँ इन लोगों से बस लिव ली थी
She ain't trying to hear any of those lies.
सर चौधरी के पास का नहीं है सर बड़ा केस है और कोई इसका एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है इन्वेस्टिगेशन में सर
ओपन एंड शट केस है चारों रंगे हाथों पकड़े गए हैं ज़्यादा दिमाग ना दौड़ाए रूल फॉलो करे तब भी केस बन जाएगा
यस सर
ब्रीफ चौधरी
ओके सर
I know he's excited. This is one of those cases that can make your career.
बस यही कि 4 आदमी मर्डर करने के इरादे से होटल अपटाउन में रुके हैं
वो फ़ोन करने वाले को कैसे पता कि मर्डर करने वाला है
इन्हीं में से गैंग का कोई होगा या फिर होटल या उसके आसपास वेटर वगैरह ने कुछ देख सुन लिया होगा अब कुछ तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन तुम भी कर लो मेरे दोस्त सर हाथीराम चौधरी को लगता है कि डायरेक्ट ट्रेड मार के हमने प्रोटोकॉल को ब्रेक किया
नहीं नहीं सर मैं
इज राइट सही तो बोल रहे हो तुम हमारे पास टाइम ही कहाँ था टिप वालों ने बताया था आज का ही प्लान है तो हमें डायरेक्ट एक्शन लेना पड़ा हमने ब्रिज पे जाके दबोच लिया उनको
I'm not resigning. And if he thinks he can just throw me out...
Sir, it's nothing personal.
Singh Saab is just going by the...
Singh Saab can go fuck himself.
Singh is not the guy you mess with, Sanjeev.
After a dramatic chase, a team of Delhi police intelligence managed to catch all the 4 accused who are now locked up in this very police station. Target of this failed assassination attempt could have been journalist Sanjeev Mehra. It is unconfirmed information and we are trying our best to get these verified by the higher...
Somebody's leaking information to the press.
किसकी स्लेट?
साहब स्लेट छोड़िए, चूतिया ने नाम नहीं बताया अब तक।
यहाँ गुंगू ही बोलते हैं बेटा। एक बार मजिस्ट्रेट साहब के सामने पेशी हो जाने दे।
ये डॉलर उस लड़की के पास से मिले और ये फ़ोन भी।
ये कलाकार कौन है भाई?
वो कबीर एम, एक अजीब सा मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट भी मिला है इसके पास से।
एक काम कर, इन चारों की हिस्ट्री शीट निकलवा, खास तौर पे इसकी।
I don't think I can go on air tonight.
Right? Stress, man.
Commissioner ने phone पे क्या कहा? He'll get back to us when he has something concrete. If we run this now, and it turns out to be false, we're going to look like choots.
But it's the top story tonight on every other channel. We don't want to miss out on it.
Last I checked, I was the one making editorial decisions around here.
Of course.
Stay in your lane, buddy.
Oh, what the fuck?
That would make me nervous. Anybody just randomly pulling up to you, you don't know if they got a gun.
क्या लग रहा है? कौन हो सकता है इसके पीछे? Singh साहब?
That's taking it too far, Sanjeev.
तूने ही तो कहा था. He's not a guy you mess with.
You did say that.
सर आपको नहीं लगता है इंटेलिजेंस वाले हैंडओवर में पूरी इन्फॉर्मेशन देने में थोड़ा झिझक रहे थे? खास इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली नहीं उनसे।
इन हेडक्वार्टर वालों को क्या लगता है जो थाने में चूतिए बैठे हैं ना, ये सिर्फ बंदोबस्त के लायक, इन्वेस्टिगेशन के नहीं। तो इनको उतना बताओ जितना काम का हो।
नीड टू नो बेसिस।
हाँ। हेलो।
Sir, this is Shefali from Times.
कौन?
The press.
इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज ऑन है और वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस एंड अभी के लिए तो मतलब वी कैन टेल यू ओनली
Hello.
नीड टू नो बेसिस मैडम। हाँ जी।
Were they drinking on the job? It looked like they were drinking on the job. Ooh, pills and wine. That's when you know you're stressed.
ফোনটা 1 সেকেন্ড ধরো মা। সাবিত্রী, এই তো সাবিত্রী, এখানে।
Whoa, goodness.
मैडम हमें जानना चाहते हैं कि आपको कैसे...
Just what I feel.
Come home and tell me we'll be fine. Just hold me, please. Just do something, please.
But for God's sake, yeah. You know, I almost got killed today. For once, can it not be about you and your anxiety?
Me, in this moment, he is kind of right.
All this, Sanjeev. I was very sick since morning.
Yo, I got people trying to kill me, lady. I know that's cold, though. That's cold. You're not supposed to be like that. But for real, I'm like, yo, people trying to kill me. I need you to chill out for a moment. Wow, he's not even going to go home. What does that say about your home life? When people trying to kill you, you can't even go to the crib to relax.
Sarah Matthews, 6 p.m. feature.
Looks like you haven't heard the breaking news tonight.
Of course I did. I just figured that if you wanted to talk about it, then you wouldn't be sitting alone in a bar right now.
And they're closing the bar out.
We used to be heroes, you know. And something about this country changed. Now we get trolled, killed, fired.
Sir, we are closing, sir.
We even get thrown out of bars.
हटो, स्मेल आ रही है।
सोते वक्त ये डिस्को तो बंद कर दिया कर।
हाथ मत लगाना हनुमान जी को।
संजीव मेहरा का नाम कैसे लीक हुआ? सेंसिटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन थी ना, जो या तो इंटेलिजेंस की टीम के पास थी या तुम्हारी टीम के पास।
सर मेरी और अंसारी की तो ब्रीफिंग भी पूरी नहीं हुई थी सर, उससे पहले न्यूज़ मीडिया में फैल गई थी।
भगत सड़ा हुआ है कब से?
जी सर। सर केस को लेके कितना बताना है सर उनको?
नीड टू नो बेसिस चौधरी।
Yeah, man, you are out of the loop, my guy.
ये फोन क्यों नहीं मिला अभी तक? ढूंढवाओ उसको। ये भोसड़ी वालों को तभी चैन मिलेगा।
वैसे आपको किसी पे कोई शक है सर? कोई पुरानी दुश्मनी, किसी बड़े आदमी का कोई खुलासा वगैरह किया हो आपने या करने वाले हो?
Part of the job. वैसे वो चाह रहा है कौन, उनकी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन?
चल रही सर, तफ्तीश चल रही है उनकी, और आपको भी एक बार थाने में आना पड़ेगा आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए। चलो सर फिर।
That was quick and to the point.
सर वो इसका नाम अभी पता लगा रहे हैं।
विशाल त्यागी।
There we go. Guess you just weren't higher up on the food chain.
कबीर एम, मैरी लिंगडो एंड विशाल त्यागी, 14 days पुलिस रिमांड अप्रूव्ड।
आज पास्ता बनाया है।
Flunking out.
तूने बताया क्यों नहीं तो फेल हो गया? ये मेरे साइन कैसा है इसके ऊपर? इतनी मुश्किल से एडमिशन होता है तेरे स्कूल में, पता है तुझे? रो पीट के कमिश्नर साहब से सिफारिश करवाई थी तब जाके एडमिशन हुआ था।
तो मैंने बोला था रोने पीटने।
दिमाग खराब मत कर।
You can look on the paper and see his rap sheet was a lot longer. Other dude was just like bike theft and car theft. He looked at the other dude's rap sheet and had to pause for a second.
विशाल त्यागी थोड़ा त्यागी है। चित्रकूट यूपी का मोस्ट वांटेड गैंगस्टर, आज तक कभी अरेस्ट नहीं हुआ।
Huh.
Kidnapping, ransom, extortion, और 45 murder.
Wow, you say 45 murders? Wow. Oh, wow. The way he opened his eyes though. Yeah, he's like, hey man, it's just me with no thumb. You really want this work? All right, that's not bad for a first opener. Got a little bit of action to start off with the car chase scene and them on their way to allegedly go and kill the news guy, the newsfeed guy. So the first episodes are typically a little bit slower than what goes on. It starts off fast in the beginning so that it'll keep your interest, and then it gives you just a lot of set building and building up the characters so you can understand who you're going to work with. So right now we have a police officer, what's his name? Chowdary. He seems like he's an old guy. He's been on the force for a really long time. I think when he was talking to his rookie assistant, I guess, I think he said he'd been on the force for like 15 years. I may be wrong on that, but 15 years on the force is a long time. And he's already expressed to his wife that maybe if he can figure out this case, his time with the force might not have been a waste. So this is a really big deal for him. He also has a very good understanding of how the world works. Well, at least from his standpoint, you have the people that are at the very bottom, which is the name of the show actually, Paatal Lok. The people that are at the bottom, and then you have like the human beings, then you have like the upper echelon, right? And we got a quick glimpse into all three of those levels, we think, especially with the big reveal that one of the guys is one of the biggest and largest gangsters in the territory with a rap sheet that was just way long. Right, you could see when he pulled it out the fax machine, big different than just car theft and bike theft. This guy is like a gangster boss and he's in the bottom tier. The human tier is kind of like him, his colleagues, and everybody else who have to kind of like live their daily lives. And then you have the upper echelon, which I believe is who this reporter is going to be a part of, Sanjeev. Now you got somebody from the bottom trying to assassinate somebody from the top. That's going like against like the natural food chain of things, right? When he was explaining the three tiers is that if you can break a case at the top level, it rarely happens because they kind of keep all their dirt to themselves, right? But if you're lucky and you get somebody from the lower tier that affects the middle tier where the humans are typically are, then that can be, you know, something noteworthy, especially if you're a police officer, right? And this just jumped all of that and went straight to the upper tier. So it's good of letting you know like what these levels are, and then how each one of these groups have their own personal things that they have to deal with within their own world. We didn't get a chance to really do like a super deep dive into one of the ladies. The ladies that was one of the 4 people that have been taken prisoner, not prisoner, but that's in jail, in holding. I believe her name is Mary. She was crying to the other investigator or the other officer about her being picked up from and just meeting these guys. She's at least trying to make an effort to separate herself, or maybe, you know, she's like the actress per se and playing the part. So that's pretty interesting. Outside of the big time gangster guy, Vijil Tyagi, I think that's his name, we have the other guy, Toth Singh. And I think initially they thought that he might have been the leader. He was the one that threw the phone into the water, and the 4th guy hasn't really said a whole lot just yet, so his story is yet to be told. We get an understanding of the family life between Chowdary, because him and his wife seem to get along really well. Him and his son obviously don't, because they're having problems with school. That's like a really big thing, because you're not taking your future seriously, and if you get good marks and good grades, then that can help ease the process of living a better life. His son is important to him, and how his son thinks of him as well, because he said that when he was, I'm talking about Chowdary, because when he said when he was a young man, his father kind of, I guess in a sense, like looked down on him in a sense, like he's wasting his time. He doesn't want his son to think the same way, but you also want to make sure that your son is pushing themselves and you're setting the example, and they obviously just don't have that type of connection. Think about the relationship between Sanjeev and his wife. She has anxiety like there's nobody's business, to the point that she can't focus anything outside of herself. Maybe that is a result of his job, because what he does is noble, but is also very dangerous. Case in point, he has an assassination team looking for him, and who knows what other things that could have caused her anxiety outside of the job. Maybe he was messing around outside of his marriage. You see how easily he cozied up to another fellow reporter at the bar. Even though nothing happened, he was just like really, really friendly. Let's also keep in mind that during his biggest time of need, he went to a bar to sort it out, and then coming home and went to a hotel. Even kind of like fronting and lying to like one of his other colleagues who dropped him off, and he said, I'm just gonna go through the back door, and that just didn't happen. It's really good of just setting the tone of how everybody interacts within their own level, and then what's it gonna look like when all these levels mix together. I'm excited to see episode 2. It's a really good show so far. It hasn't disappointed. So with that being said, hey, it's your boy SYNTELL, and I will catch you for episode 2. All right, peace out.